She's challenging me. She's asking me. Every time I ask a question, she comes up with resistance. Everything, all my ideas, she keeps shooting them down. Guys, the reason why women shoot you down and don't respect your ideas is there's a reason for that. Now, the fact that she's not respecting your masculinity, guys, you're not presenting in that masculine frame. If you're coming up frail, weak, or docile in her eyes, she's going to challenge your masculinity. Why? Feminine energy requires masculine energy. When she wants to bond and connect, you have to be the strong male that she looks up to and respect. How do you do that? By holding an alpha frame. I talk about it all the time. Holding an alpha frame is paramount, guys. Now, doesn't say you can't have emotions and you can't feel and you can't laugh and you can't be vulnerable in a masculine way. Absolutely. You sure you can. 100%. The idea here is to understand your role, right? If a woman is submissive, the tests are small and few and far between. Why? She trusts who you are. She leans on your word as you guys work together, right? She submits to your ideas. Women understand submission automatically. Why? Because when a woman and a man decides to be equally one, she submits her name, right? That's the first submissive act is she gives her name up, her lifestyle and her family. She leaves her family to become part of your family, right? Because you're creating a whole new ecosystem, a whole new tree, family tree, right? And you guys build a legacy together. So she understands the submissiveness. Women that say, "Oh, I'm not gonna submit to a man. My husband's gonna understand. I'm not submitting to him, and we're gonna be partners." No, you already submitted by being married, right? You decided to give your life and your name under his name. It's one thing to have your name hyphenated. Not talking about that. Not discussing that at all. The idea is that the process and the whole concept of marriage is to become one, right? So someone has to give something. She understands my name is no longer, my name is our name, right? She has two names, hyphenated, not the male. It's the one dominant male, just like the one name line, like the paternal bloodline. Only men carry the bloodline. Women don't. So that's, again, she understands submission, no matter the principle of it, at least. Now, if she varies from that after you're together, well, that could be on you. That could be on her. But letting her be less submissive, that's your choice, guys. But understand where that comes from. The more she doesn't feel she has to be submissive to you, the less she will be. And then down the road, you decide why we're not getting along, and she's doing nothing I asked her to do, and we're not on the same page, and da. It's because you didn't set the frame. You have to set the masculine frame, guys. Here's my things. Here's what I likes. The has and has not. Here's what I'm having. Here's what I'm not having. Right? She understands that from the gate. You can't come in later on and decide to change things up and expect her to submit or to want to become, that person for you. Right? She has to know what that person that you're looking for is, and if I could be that. And then she decides, right? And then you decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to take you in. I'm going to make you my woman and all that kind of stuff, right? So the principle here and the idea here, guys, is if a woman challenges that, or she's not following your boundaries, and she doesn't take what you say seriously, she's questioning your masculinity. You're losing your frame in some way. Now, in order to get that back, guys, you have to be the guy that she met, plus better. What do I mean by that? Masculine frame, being decisive. Your word is your bond. Also, providing, guys. You have to provide. Laying back, kicking back, and watching TV and playing video games, and not doing the little things that it takes to run a household in a masculine way, or if you're living together or whatever. Those duties, guys, they matter, right? You got to understand about feminine energy. Everything you do, guys, matters to her. It means something, right? Your words and your actions, they mean something. She interprets that in a different way, in a feminine way. Her brain interprets it two different ways. She processes it two different ways, guys. Our brains, we're linear. One mind, one boom, boom. Do it, don't. It's happening, it's not happening. Women go, it's happening, wait a minute. Is it? It's not, I feel. So they don't really understand the process until we make it very clear through your words and your actions, guys. So if she's becoming unchained, right, or less compassionate, maybe a little resentful, right, it's because the guy that masculine guy that she fell in love with is no longer, it's fading, and she gets a little worried about that. It's not overnight, guys. Women fall in love over time. They fall out of love also over time, guys, right? So if you notice little changes in her behavior, and she's becoming more resistant. She's talking like a little sass and all these weird kind of out of the pocket, language barriers that you guys are having now. And you're realizing, wait a minute, what's the whole, I'm nicer to her now. I'm softer. I'm more understanding and all this. Yeah, she wants all that, guys, but you can't lose yourself in doing it, right? You can't lose who you are, right? She wants you to be the butterflies and sit down and watch a girly flick and, oh, do this with me, do that with me, and, all this kind of stuff. But you have to understand, okay, I'm doing that, but let me get back over here now. We had fun, okay, good movie, whatever, the Notebook, whatever. Okay, now you're back over here. Here's what I got to do. Right? They may give you slack about it. They may not like the change. And, oh, why? We're watching a good movie, or we're doing this, and we're doing this. How come we change? How come you're so, But they still want you to make sure that you're still that guy. You're still in that frame, guys. You can't ever lose that frame, right? And if you have lost it and lost your way a little bit, you get it back. Get back to your principles. The has and have not, the things that you're doing. Make sure your self-development, guys, is always important. Check my videos out on self-development. There's a whole bunch of things on the platforms that I have here and the other outlets. It will get you back in line because you have to keep increasing who you are. Be it alpha and alpha frame or a leader or anything, it takes pressure and it's constant growth, constant development. That should be who you are. I like to grow. I like to move forward. That's who I am. Right? That never stops. Oh, I'm tired of being my best. I'm tired of increasing my wealth. I'm tired of this, that. You can't get tired. It has to be who you are. You have to feel weird when you don't do these things, guys. That's the idea. She'll appreciate you because you'll love yourself. She'll love you for being yourself. Like, subscribe, comment below. When you hear your family, I got you. It's Excel, and I'm out.